people, this is Tanisha Dawson, just coming to you with a short excerpt from one of my curriculums from meetings that I have held. And what we're going to be talking about today is reaching our destination, which a lot of people, they want to reach their goals. They have aspirations, inspirations, things that they want to do, but it's hard because they don't really have the steps. They don't know the steps to take to get them to their desired end. As a life coach, what you do is we don't really use your past as a catalyst to move you into your future. We use your past more as reference points and points of reflection to kind of move you into your future. So we start from your now and then move you back into where you want to be. So you're going to notice that I'm going to be looking at my notes just a little bit because, again, I like to stay on task. I like to stay on point because sometimes I can veer off. I talk a lot. So we're going to break ground with this. When you're trying to reach a destination, you have to first know where you are presently located. If these two factors are negated, you are in trouble. So you have to know where you're located and you have to know where you're headed. If you don't know those two things, then you have lost the game before you have even started. You know how when you're at the mall and you go into the mall and you're like, okay, I want to go to a certain store. And when you go to look at that big thing with all the stores in the directory, the first thing it says is you are here. So you need to know your own internal GPS. Where are you located? Where are you located mentally, spiritually, emotionally, financially, economically? Whatever you need to know to get you to move forward, that's what you need to find out and figure that out first things first. If you don't know where you're headed, you'll never know your destination once you arrive. You won't recognize it. So you also have to have a very, very, very clear picture of where you are headed and the goals that you are trying to achieve. If you don't have a direction or path of which you have embarked on, you are liable to sway anywhere. You notice that when you're driving down the street and they have a detour sign, you get off track, but you kind of get right back on the road. And in life, there are a lot of detours. There are things that happen. People lose jobs, family members pass away. You might do a big move to a new city. Those are detours. But detours don't matter as long as you know exactly where you're headed. If you still know where you're headed, a detour matters none. You're going to veer off track and you're going to get right back on track to keep you toward your desired goal. And in addition to the above mentioned, you have to constantly move forward. A lot of people stay stagnant and they like to stay in the same place. They get nervous as it relates to change, but you have to constantly move forward. If you are not moving forward, you are actually regressing because everything in life is in a state of movement. So if you're not moving, you're standing still, and hence you are actually regressing and moving backwards. Every day that we remain still and do not press toward our destination, we are wasting valuable time and we are prolonging our process. Another misfortune is the mere fact that the average person does not have the necessary training to design master plans for their life. We're not trained for that. We don't learn that in school. They don't teach us goal setting in school and how to reach our destinations, reach our goals, how to come up with a step-by-step program. We don't learn that. That's something that we learn, through experience and just, the pitfalls of life and, trial and error. That's how we learn. Goal setting is not the exclusive domain to success, but it is an imperative initial step. And most people only scratch the surface of this potential because they avoid visualizing your future. So you have to visualize your future. You have to see it first up here in order for it to happen out here. You understand what I'm saying? Everything that happens first and foremost in our lives is a result of what happens in our mind first and foremost. Understand? So in this mod, you're asked to focus on your ambitions and aspirations. And here are 6 specific targets. These are just 6 things that will help you to reaching your goals and your destinations. Okay. So the first one is my goal is specific. When your goals or targets are not specific, your actions on how to reach them won't be specific either. So you have to not be general. You can't say things like, I want a promotion. This is very vague. And your actions toward it will be very vague. Oh, I want to move. That's very vague. Where do you want to move? What time frame do you want to move? What neighborhood do you want to move? What